What is up, everybody? This is your host, Zihad, and in this video, I'm going to be doing the worldwide global achievements in Rush Wars. I'm going to be going through them on the Hall of Fame. Now, this is an extract from the stream. I was going to do an updated version as of the end of November, but I couldn't manage to get the data for that. And yeah, because I went through the ones who, most of you probably won't know actually, but yeah, I went through all the ones that could be broken. But it's a sad time when all the breakable records become unbreakable due to the game being removed. So that there was indeed some of them. Now, I'll go through them in that. Now, I was going to do the updated one, but I didn't manage to do that. So that one there was from, I think it was as of about the 10th of November. These records were so. So I talked about it. It was from a stream, and I talked about in the stream the fact that it couldn't be, like, I was going to go back and do it as a video, but I haven't ended up doing that other than this, and I've brought it all together so you can indeed see all the different records, which will be if you go forward in the video. Now, it was this one. I mean, yesterday's video was supposed to be the last one, but this one was supposed to be before, what day before, but I hadn't got the data at that point, and so then I was going to do it, and so then I missed a video. If you noticed, I didn't do a Rush Wars video. I didn't do any video other than game review on that day, so then it's going to be that one. So this is going to be a day later, but this is going to be the final one, and then you can sort of see some of these records, these achievements that different players achieved, and I know, of course, some of those records will be broken, like, for example, highest team score. I think Supersite YT, our team, actually broke that one, but that's not updated on the thing, nor is a whole heap of other ones that could have potentially been broken. Now, this was inspired by the Clash of Clans Hall of Fame. They did one in 2013. They started it. It was really cool, so I thought, I'll do it for Rush Wars. So it's not amazing. It's not, like, as in what I've done. I've tried my best. I've tried to collect as much as I could and make it as interesting as possible, but I'm no expert in getting all these different things. But I tried my best, and hopefully it serves as some memory to Rush Wars. So with that, I hope you enjoy the final video of Rush Wars. See ya, and enjoy the video. So, these here are the different Hall of Fame records. So, what do we got here? So we have, these are the breakable records. Now, you've got the achievement in the left column. There's 3 columns. You got the score, which was the highest thing they got, and recipient is who's the record holder. So these ones are ones that other people can indeed break the record. So with the most stars ever, the player to have the most stars at any given time that's not banned. I'm not sure what Ferocity got to, but is Kizza with this one here, 33,386. It'd be awkward if I got that one wrong and made a type error. So that indeed goes to Kizza. They've got the highest all time was 33,000 stars. I'm not sure what the date of that was. And then the most medallions also goes to them with 123,505. The highest level is also Kizza with level 38. And the most obstacles removed is that player right there. And they've removed 6,063. That's a hang of a lot of obstacles. I've only removed like 100 or so. Next one is most... Oh, wait. Oh, I haven't got their profile up, of course. That's silly. Okay, there we go. So, boom. So, yeah, there we go. As you can see, 33,000 for that. And the 123,000 for that, and level 38. Also, for the gold, the most gold looted ever is 1.431941 million. So, a lot of gold right there. Boom, back to this here. Most free boxes open. There's actually 2 players that hold this record. So, there is ZZ, and, yeah, you can see their name there. So there are 2 different players that actually have got 567, and they are spawned every 3 years. So I calculated that they must have collected basically every single box that ever came out. The chances that the first equal is both those 2 is very unlikely, and so I think that it is. Yeah, I think they must have collected every single one since the game came out, and hence they're always going to be the same. So very impressive. Okay, back to this Hall of Fame. Boom. Okay, so, wait, that was the one, right? Yeah, that was the one. Okay, so, yeah. So, Kizza's got a heap of them. And then the most free boxes open, 567. I've only done, like, 300 or whatnot. So, very impressive. The most gold donated is actually from the clan of Peter. So, there we go. If we go up here on the leaderboard, they are... Where are they? They're up here somewhere. There we go. 17th. So, they've donated the most gold. They've donated... that. So, they have the record for most gold. 78,830, so that's a solid amount. Okay, next player, next record. So Kizza again. So go back to Kizza on the board, and so Kizza has the record for the most attacks ever. So Kizza has attacked 36,705 times. That's solid. That is solid. Also, most attacks won also goes to Kizza with 32,208 attacks, so that's a solid amount of attacks. Okay, win ratio. Now, surprisingly, I was so shocked. I actually have one of the top 10. I think I was the 6th highest win ratio of all the top 200 players. So win ratio as in you get 1 or more stars. So out of every single player, here, I shockingly have the 6th highest win ratio out of all 200 of them. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. And so I have about 96% win ratio. So, like, that's like 19 out of 20 I win, get at least 1 star. Where some players were, like, lots of them were fairly high, but I couldn't believe that that was one of the highest win ratios. Like, I just assumed lots of people would be way better attackers than me, especially since I occasionally get distracted. But anyway, so I've not like 96 or whatnot, or 95 point something. And anyway, the highest one, and this is for someone that has at least 5,000 attacks, was Anha. So Anha is somewhere on this leaderboard, is Anha, with a 97.7% attack ratio, win ratio. So it's a solid win ratio. It's a very solid one. I'm a little bit less. I'm like 2% less than that. Just seeing if we can find them on this leaderboard. Here we go. If they'll be here somewhere. I'm just checking, and then I'll bring the profile up if I can find them, but I can't find them. It's a short name, so it should be. And Carcelia is still on this leaderboard, 130th. Anha. I'm just looking for them. Oh, I've attacked. Yeah. I'm just okay. Well, I'll remove that while we look. I've played with so many of these players. Cola has a record as well. Anha. Is Anha on the list? I mean, they are on the list. I know they're on the list. Oh no, wait. Oh no, technically they could have fallen off the list. I'm just gonna keep it check because they have one of the highest wins, so they have to do less work than most players in the sense that they just win the majority of their attack. Unless they're way higher than I realized. Anha. Oh, there they go. So this player here, wow, one of the top players. So they're 11th last time, I think. There you go. So they have the 97. Yeah, 97.7% win. So ultra solid, very solid. Okay, there we go. And yeah, next one is most attack stars goes to Kizza with 73,069 attack stars. So that's a hang of a lot of attack stars. Okay, moving on to reading the chat and catching up with the chat. You know, so many, there's a lot of reoccurring ones. So there's a few people that just basically, there's only 1 or 2 that get sort of the odd rare occasion. Like, for example, the person with the decorations, they're just on there once. But most of them, it's a lot of duplicates. Okay, there we go. And, you know, okay, there we go. So let's move this along. And so, yeah, and also most defensive stars, which was fascinating, because attack and defense are quite different things. But Anha also actually has the most defense stars ever. So we'll go back to Anha. So there we go, 16,932. So that's that many thousand less attack stars they needed. Also, going back to one of the other top players, which they're quite familiar. This player, oh, sorry, I get this one here. So there we go. So, oh man, it's hard to. So Anha right there with that 16,000. That's insane. Whereas I don't know, I'm only 7,000 something. Okay, there we go. And then going back to this player here. Okay, there we go. Which is on recurring heaps as well. For most 3-star defense wins, and with 2,000, that's insane. I've only had like a few hundred that have had 3-star defense. Like, I have a lot that get 1 or 2 stars, and they also have the highest 3-star defense ratio. So 38.3% of the time that they're attacked, they get 3 stars on defense. That's insane. So they're obviously a very good. I wonder if I've attacked them lately. Because then that'd definitely be, if you're looking, well, it's kind of late in the game cycle now, but like, assuming it was going global. And also this play here, oh no, yeah, okay, this play here, oh wait, no, sorry, there we go, we'll go like that, there we go. This play here actually has the lowest win ratio. I think they only have like 58%. They're like way lower than like than the 199th player. This is out of the top 200 players. So anyway, okay, there we go. So, but yeah, they're still doing incredible because they're still on the leaderboard. Just seeing if I've attacked. No, I think they're too high up the list. Okay, so that's that one there. And yeah, so that sort of, but yeah, I thought it was surprising Anha was on 2 completely different things. The highest attack win ratio and the most defense stars. Which they're like such different metrics, but they managed to get on both. And then who got attacked the most? This player called Diffrel happened to get attacked 9,218 times. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's one thing they got the record for. So they, of every single player in the game that I'm aware of, that player has got attacked the most. Because it's out of the top 200 I have the data for, but often the top 200 basically get all the records anyway. Okay, moving on to domination records. So a player called Quan NA actually has the most domination. So I'm not going to go to their profiles anymore. It just takes a while to find them, but Quan NA, they'll know who Don't know who they are. And yeah, you'll be able to like pause it and somewhere see. Okay, I will find Quan. Or I'll just have a quick there they go, there they go. Okay, so I don't know where the other player was that got attacked the most, but this player here has done incredibly well for domination and has had the most they've attacked 227 times, which is a hang of a lot of times, and they've won 216 of those attacks, so very, very impressive. Now, the highest ratio, Cola actually had the highest, and that was of people that had like at least 100 attacks, because of course there was someone that had like 13 attacks at 100% win ratio. So of people that had a solid amount of attacks, Cola was first. Quan was very close behind, but 98.6% for Cola, and then most, yeah, you know what, I don't know, I feel like I can do this in the video. I'll just quickly go through them now. Sorry. Okay, there we go. And most domination stars went to Rogers with 571. I like it even if people feature once, because then it's cool, because they're sort of part of the... And then back to, again, to the other player that we've seen many times on the leaderboard, to Truzil IAD with the most gold looted. And so it's kind of like a gold one, a general one, but kind of a domination one, 17,800. For the teams, there's 3 teams in the world that have won at that have won 32 dominations each. So Van Stars, ARZ Zyro, HW Hanero, which is also the one which Quan is from here, as well as Astron France, have all won 32 dominations, so all doing very impressive. And the highest ever team stars, I put it at Astron Esports. I didn't know the best time, because for example, if we go here now, there we go, if we go like this, theoretically, India SYN has already beaten it, but there's other times that are much higher, but I didn't know what time they're at their pinnacle. But yeah, that was indeed, that's the first sheet. I've got another sheet that hasn't got as many cool ones on it, but yeah, that's just a sort of brief overview. I don't want to bore you with it, but I thought it's very cool. Yeah. Thank you, Zihad, for helping me with that, and yeah, hopefully that's interesting. But yeah, that was some of the Hall of Fame records. I'll do a video on it, but I feel like I could go, I don't know, I feel like, I'll get out the other image. There you go. It sort of spoils it, because now that you've seen it, you won't be interested in the video, but there's not many people here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No, I feel like starting with the... Yeah, we'll start with... Yes, we'll start with the bottom ones, because they're like the most boring in a sense. They're the most repetitive. And again, it sort of depends on how you could phrase it. Like, you could, like, for example, here's... there we go, we'll put me there. And we'll get rid of that so the music doesn't keep doing that. Okay, so for example, here because I could, for example, have like first player to reach like level 10, 20, 30, and 40. But I thought, no, to for each one. So Kizza, indeed, the only way I could figure that out is because there's no one that's level 34. So I'm like, well, he obviously was, and he's currently level 38. So he obviously first to reach level 34, 5, 36, 37, 38. So I put that all there for him, and then I had a few unknown that I couldn't, like the first player to max troop level 20. I don't know. There was players at the start that did that, but I can't remember who they were. And yeah, I don't know who was first. Then there was the Elite League records. Now I could of course put just player to reach Elite League the most times, but I thought I'd break it up. It just like happens to be me every time, just because I got that first thing, so I can get it every time. So then it looks more impressive than it actually is. The only reason it's there is all I have to do is hit 10k. It's not really a race anymore. As long as I can keep hitting 10k, I'm going to be the first one to reach it that many times, because I'm one ahead from everyone else. So yeah, that's that one there. And then I was able to put the dates. Like, the level records, I could probably figure them out based on if I watched all my streams back and figured it out for them, but I didn't really have time to do that. Whereas with my streams, it was easy because I've already found a compilation of what I'm going to do for a video. So it's like, oh, the elite ones I could do. But I didn't know if I should do it like that or not, because it just like looks like, oh, I'm on the leaderboard heaps, but it's only because I chose the fact hitting Elite League as a record. But I thought that was a pretty noteworthy one to hit it more times. But again, you could say no, and then I could just have it, rather than lots, just have it as player to hit Elite League the most times. Okay, there we go. And then this is where the interesting stuff comes in, because I thought they're kind of repetitive ones. So anyway, these are the league ones. So this was the first player to reach Rookie League. Was unknown, because that's only like 10. How much is it? It's so low that I even before I even downloaded the game, people would hit it. So Rookie League 10. So they only basically had to have like 1 or 2 battles in there. Oh no, 3 battles. Oh no, 4 actually. Okay, anyway, the first reach bronze, also don't know. There would be, it's unknown. There'll be people that know it via screenshots right at the start. Then first player to reach silver, I was like 99% sure was Bobby Brawl Stars. I remember Bobby Brawl Stars. First player to reach gold was, I didn't know what date, it was on the 26th or the 27th, but it was either Air, Toma, Loch Ness, or I think Bobby Brawl Stars. It was one of those 4, but I couldn't figure out which one, but they would know. And yeah, And I can talk to, I could ask Toma on that. And then anyway, the first player to reach Specialist was Clutch. So I don't really remember Clutch that much, but Clutch, see, they're all very close. And then the first player to reach Ninja League was Loch Ness. And, yeah, so GG, I remember Loch Ness, and then I happened to reach Challenger. I'm glad I hit one of them first. These are the permanent records that can't be broken, whereas the others are ones that can be. But yeah, I'm allowed, because I was so close behind all of those. I was like, always just like sometimes just a few hours, sometimes even just a few minutes behind getting some of those. And so I'm glad I got one of them. It would be so annoying if I missed all of them. But again, like Toma was so close so many times and never quite got first for, it may have been for gold, but I'm not sure. And anyway, then yeah, the awesome South Korean player got Champions first, Heroes first, Legends first, Superstar first, and Elite first, all on consecutive days. And I was literally just hours behind them each time. So if I'd just been a few hours ahead, I would have been first to get all of them, but I didn't. So well done and congratulations to them. Very impressive on doing that. Okay, there we go. And then that's it. Then we only have one more, and that is the first team ever happened to be Orange Juice. So that's all the records I have. But yeah, that Orange Juice was indeed the very first clan ever. And the one the one I created, Supersite YT, this one here, this was actually the 9th game created in the clan in the world, the 9th team ever. So there's only, yeah, we were one of the top 10 first ones in the history ever to be created. So yeah, Orange Juice was first, we were 9th. So I thought that was pretty cool.